Make sure, Ibra, make sure.
Come on in. Aden Joseph, come take. I'm on the post. Aden Joseph. I'm on the postman. Aden Joseph. The strongest, the best in the business.
Comment section, microphone check.
Aden Joseph. Too strong.
Once again, a very good after lunch, dear viewers. Welcome to the afternoon session in the ongoing singles event at the African Ultimate Pool Championships in 2025. It is one of the bigger matches that you can ever see on the African continent between two of the best players from their respective countries, having a rivalry of personalities and also a rivalry of countries representing their home country, the host South Africa. Is their best product in Aden Joseph. He's taking on Uganda's Ibrahim Sejjemba. Aden on 2 lives, Ibra on 1, fighting for his life and down by 1 frame to nil. With commentary and streaming from myself, Peter Chol. And how about that for a shot of a neatness, of a pattern from the guy that is called the killer, who now equalizes. It is Ibra 1 and Aden 1. It is going to be only a race to 7, but it will be juicy, it will be entertaining, it will be attractive, and it will be memorable. If I'm not mistaken, this must be the second time ever that the two are facing off in a comp. Actually, the third. The first was at the OIDC in Lusaka, Eastern Central African, no, it was Eastern and Southern African Pool Championships in 2022. The comp was double life, won by Aden in the round of last 8. In one of the lives, Ibra was defeated by Aden. Now, the one big win that Ibra has gotten over Aden is the second time that they faced off, just about 2 years ago in the year. That was 2023 in the round of last 16 of the Grand Mchana Open. They were racing to 9. Aden was outclassed by Ibra as Ibra defeated him by 9 frames to 5. Not only did Ibra defeat Aden, he won the comp in general, $5,000 the prize, for which he became first ever Grand Mchana Open champion. Just in case you are interested, I am streaming another match between Namibia's finest. We call him Stunner, taking on one of South Africa's finest. We call him Jerry. They are also racing to 7, and it is the Stunner who leads against Jerry by 2 frames to 1. That match is live on Break and Finish live on YouTube. My apologies to those who are watching the match between the second Ibra, Kayanja, and Taufik. I can only be giving you updates of that one as this match grows older. 2 players from distinct regions, one from East Africa, one from South Africa. One likes to play offense, taking little time between shots. One takes way more time. Both very accomplished and both very uniquely gifted in their own ways. Now getting to clash in this round, in which the guy donning yellow will want to retain his life. The only way he can do it is take out his opponent Aden, at least in one of the lives. For Ibra, if he is defeated, he exits the singles, just as the majority of his fellow countrymen. Another Ugandan South African affair is between Ibra Kayanja and Taufik. Ibra Kayanja leads by 2 frames to 1 against Taufik. Then it is a series of ladies who are in the last 8 in the second life. I think it's about 5 Ugandans, if not 6, in the last 8. And in the first life, it is all for Ugandans. In the semi-finals, there has been a miscue by Ibra. He will not be happy with himself, but the consolation is that the rules are international 8 ball. Ibra simply has a loss of turn. Aden will have the cue ball in hand. He will want to play one shot that splits all of his reds, and hopefully for Aden make a clearance which will regain his lead back in the match. Malvan Makonza is up against Chile Bogo. Stunner now leads against Jerry by 3 frames to 1. Jerry could exit the competition. First time out that we are having Namibian participants in this one. But believe you me, they are very good shooters. Be reminded that Uganda's Ian Kazi was defeated by a Namibian boy. He's called Erastus. He's damn good. Stunner is considered to be Namibia's number 1. South Africa's number one is opening up ball by ball, putting up one after another. When he puts, cue ball may not be natural for another read. That's why he needs big spin on it, and yet it moves just a little topwards. Now, when he puts it with cue ball bouncing off the cushion, it is natural for the second read to the corresponding center pocket at the top, which will as well play by roll to maintain cue ball for the frozen ball. Just like that, you will simply have to pot by rail drive. He does know how to master them rail drives. And then black, perhaps portable to the center pocket on the right. He has to avoid the snooker. Play top spin on the keyboard, bouncing it off the cushion. And oops. I want to think that Aden made it a little bit difficult for himself. And is taking on a very solid customer, especially for those that know where African pool has been at for the last 5, 6, 7 years. You'll have too much respect. While Aden is way greater than Ibra in terms of number of accolades won, Ibra has been one of the players that have been hunting after Aden. In fact, Aden did come to Uganda, and the two had a money match, racing to 1,000 to 2,000 US dollars for 20, racing to 21 for 2,000 US dollars. At one time, Ibra led by 16 frames to 12. The ghost mode of Aden came up and won almost everything that there was for the rest of the frames, and the match ended Aden winning by 21 frames to 16. Ibra playing technical snooker here. It's a beautiful shot, I want to call it, though not exactly a beautiful pot.
Ibra, make sure.
There is a foul by Aden. There is a big likelihood that Ibra will be taking a lead for the first time in the match. Aden is rooted at his seat now, close to the scoreboard in the match now that is capturing the biggest amount of attention in the arena and online, on the internet. And how neatly he has connected yellow into another. Aden did him a big favor, not only by fouling, but also playing the black ball close to the pocket. This is where I like to say that the rest is a formality. He may want to put both yellows to the same corner pocket. He has no problem with his pattern play. He's at his very best when he needs to perfect a pattern. And the little magician in Ibrahim Sejjemba now gets to certainly put the black and gain the lead in the match. Ibrahim Sejjemba 2 and Aden Joseph 1. This is the break by Ibra. Goes for the pyramid break, sinks in the cue ball and the yellow. He's one of those top African players, Ibra, who has insisted on the pyramid break. Most of other top players hit the second ball 9 times out of 10. Aden will finish this frame with one visit of the table. He's going for the yellows and has closed the tables. The table playing yellows. South African youngster Taufik 2, Ibrahim Kayanja of Uganda 3. Jeremiah Naido Jerry 2 from South Africa, and Stana from Namibia 3. Also action happening between Chile Shemobanga, Chile Bobo, and Malvan Mukonza. We shall be getting updates from that one, as well as another big match between Mercy from Cape Town in South Africa taking on Ginte from Blantyre in Malawi. Aden has just thrown himself in big trouble here. He has been potting such balls off the cushion thrice in the tournament. They were black balls. This time around, he's deciding that perhaps a safety is way better. Off the cushion, how safe will he be? In my opinion, not safe enough. For Ibra. Be reminded, dear viewers, that in international rules, whether fouled or not, once the incoming player plays off the cushion after the contact between white and object ball, another ball, be it white, be it the same object ball, be it another ball on table, must reach another cushion, whether or not there was a total snooker. That is why there was a foul by Aden, and Ibra was attentive, and it's a standard foul with the cue ball in hand, and this is how Ibra is seemingly making a clearance of frame number 4. This is how the killer is likely to take a 3-1 lead against the Ghost. Here he is, another backspin. We are watching the player, small in size, but with one of the biggest patterns of play on the entire African continent. Name your best 10 with a good pattern, he will certainly be amongst. A little stop effect on the cue ball. He will want to manipulate cue ball now to put the last red besides the one he's looking at to the center pocket at the top where he's having his body. Oops, he's going for. Yes, also avoid big contact between white and black. And he avoids it neatly. Playing neatly, playing efficiently. Most of all, playing clinically. The Ghost in his own backyard is starting to be slowly but steadily in danger of exiting this competition, at least in the second life in the current run of play, because he seems to be playing a guy not only talented but also determined and has the ability to take him down like he has done before. Ibra versus the black to extend his lead. It is the killer now 3 and the Ghost 1. Stanford giving Ginte 4 from Malawi. Mercy from Cape Town in South Africa 3. Malvan Mukonza, Zimbabwe 4. No, Malvan Mukonza, Zimbabwe 3. And Chile Shemobanga, Chile Bobo, Zambia 1. Ibrahim Kayanja, Uganda 3. Taufik, South Africa 2. Jeremiah Naido, South Africa 3. Stana, Namibia 3. Aden Joseph 1. Ibrahim Sejjemba 3. Now, like it normally is, Pila Mazambani will try to raise Aden as high as he can. He's such a loyal supporter of the Ghost.
Aden Joseph. The best.
Now look at this. Meanwhile, to reach this level, Aden defeated his countryman with exited the competition entirely, while Ibrahim Sejjemba defeated yet another countryman of his in Rashid Wagaba. The prize for defeating their respective countrymen is a match against themselves. Now, how about that? For a shot of clinicism from the ghost, bring the white ball off the top cushion with a big right spin on it, and playing it into the red. What he's unfortunate about is the fact that the split red has not been played in space enough. He perhaps has a chance of putting it by bank to the center pocket on the left, which if he does, will take him on the verge of winning a first frame out of 3. Bank is off.
Make sure that's one.
Yet another chance for Ibra to win yet another frame, which if he did, would be Aden's 4th frame being lost in a row. I don't remember that happening to him in this competition, at least so far.
They were not.
Taufik, South Africa. Taufik is on 3 and Ibrahim Kayanja on 4. He's so far for this match been utilizing all of Aden's misses, Ibra. It is the reason as to why he is leading. And just in case, Aden's friend and international teammate Jeremiah Naido now leads by 4 frames to 3 against Namibia's Stunner.
Make sure, Ibra.
There has been for the last 3, 4, 5 years a growing rivalry between Ugandan and South African players. I have to say that personally I give it to Aden for never getting shy of having many matches against whoever it is. Somehow he has been the yardstick of growth of pool of any player. Sometimes it has been measured on how they perform against Aden. Ibra did tell me about 6 years ago when he was up and coming that he wanted to become the Aden of Uganda. Then Aden was very dominant in South Africa. Ibra told me that he wanted to become as dominant in Ugandan pool as Aden, who was dominant in South African pool. Since then, Aden's dominance was curtailed in African pool, Ibra's dominance was curtailed in Ugandan pool, and both curtailed players now have to sort out each other. One of them will want to put both yellow, perhaps, and black, maybe to the same center pocket. That is the pattern that I always insist. As for this, the guy that has become known as the killer on the verge of leading with 4 frames, it's the kind of performance Ibrahim Sejjemba 4 and Aden Joseph 3.
We give them hope to take it better. We give them hope.
Sejjemba.
We give them hope to take it better. Come on, Aiden.
Besides today, this tournament has 2 more days. There's another round of matches when this is done. Another round in the men's singles. There, after that round, we shall have the quarterfinals in the team events. And then tomorrow, the team events shall have its semi-finals. Then we shall have the quarters and semis of the singles. We shall also have the finals of the singles either side of the tournament tomorrow, because it is double life. On Saturday, we shall have the team final in the ladies and men's event. In the ladies, it shall definitely be Namibia versus Uganda. In the men, your guess is as good as mine. After, in between those two finals, either side of the gender, there will be a grand final for the singles if we need it. And I'm saying if we need it because it is possible that one person could be number 1 and 2. The few players that are left in with 2 lives, if I'm not mistaken, it is Aden and Malvan Mkonza. If one of them is defeated, then we shall be having a grand final tomorrow, that is on Saturday. Then the men's team final shall be the last action of the evening. Players shall be expected within the complex of Ebundu Lounge up to Sunday morning before they will be expected to check out. Better still stay around only at their own expense for now, and they are all being accommodated at the expense of Ultimate Pool South Africa. Jeremiah Naido 5, Stana Namibia 3. Aden is snookered yet again. Not only isn't he playing well enough, he is also lacking a bit of luck. Of course, you don't always need to be playing well, and you need luck on your side. Even his angles are not fortunate enough today. It is a foul, given how Ibra has been playing so far in this tournament. In this match, may I say, there is big expectation that he will be winning this frame. Having the cue ball placed anywhere on the bed of the table is deciding, I want to say suspiciously, to play the yellow close to the black first. Maybe not so suspicious. You normally, if you're going for the frame, you normally go for the worst of all your balls. And he's spinning the cue ball just a little backwards. With all the support from the Ugandan fans, members of the technical committee, and a few of the players, other players are playing their own matches. One Hazard is minding his own business, wants to be ready in body and mind for his own match that is coming up in the next session. On the verge is the killer, representing himself, representing the Uganda national team, representing his management team, Roxbury, trying to win another of the more renowned victories of his career, which stems back to 10 years and still counting strong. He will want to play top spin now, putting the yellow ball perhaps closest to the cue ball. Yellow will have to, white will have to follow yellow a bit if he's to play it first. I want to think he'll have to play it first. It's the better pattern of play. Play it with some kind of top spin and then play next the yellow that is frozen against the cushion. If he successfully plays it into the corner pocket top left by rail drive, he will probably be another frame to the good. It is something of a shot because he has to maintain power balance, and because of the big cut, he's deciding perhaps to play it last. Simply rolling the yellow ball to the center pocket where there is the black, moves the cue ball towards the bottom end of the table where he'll have perhaps good white for him to roll the last yellow to the corner pocket. It was a simple roll, and he's wisely leaving some kind of cut between white, yellow, and the cushion, such that if he is on target, cue ball will be moving naturally towards the middle of the table where he needs it to pot black to the center pocket. It has to be accurate in terms of the pot and power balance. The pot is accurate, power balance even better. The killer is on the verge of killing the ghost. Ibrahim Sejjemba 5, Aden Joseph 1.
Come on, 80. Now is the time for Champions League. Don't fuck around, man. Now is the time for Champions League. Come on in. How is the time for Champions? No time. No time to fuck around. What do you think?
Maboti Mbotieni, South Africa 2. Tami Jababu, South Africa 4. Taufik, South Africa 4. Ibrahim Kayanja, Uganda 4. Chileshe Mobanga, Zambia 1. Malvan Makonza, Zimbabwe 4. Stanford Given Ginte, Malawi 5. Masi, South Africa 4. Stana, Namibia 3. Jeremiah Naido, South Africa. No, Masi is on 4. And Malawi is Stanford Given Ginte is on 5. While Stana is on 3. And Jerry is now on 6. Aden is on 1, on the verge of winning a second. As long as he puts yellow to the center pocket, cue ball played into the red, he will definitely be putting black to the corner pocket, perhaps bottom right. There he goes. I know he can't miss. Aden 2 and Ibra 5.
We give them hope, we take it back. We give them hope, we take it back. We give them hope, we take it back. Give them hope, we take it back. Come on, the boys. Now is the time for Champions League. No time to fuck around. Here we go, Aden. Here we go. Here we go, Aden. Here we go. Come on, go. All we need is a chance to be on the table. That's all. The rest is a formality. Like Peter Kroger would say. Come on, then. Come on, go. Now is the time for Champions League. Only you can understand. Only you can understand. Now is the time for Champions League.
If you're just joining the stream, this match is in the round of last 16 in the second life of this ongoing double life competition, All African, playing Ultimate Pool International rules here in Mbombela District, Mpumalanga Province, right at Ebundu Lodge, which has been the center of attraction now for the 4th day out of 6. And at 3:30 p.m. today, Thursday, October 16th, Aden Joseph is taking on one of his rivals, Ibrahim Sejjemba. And so far, the hunter is being hunted because it is the Ugandan Ibra that is enjoying a 5-2 lead. Matches between Aden and Ibra have historically been won, with the winner not having scores close to the loser. They've not ended in deciders, whether it has been in comps or money matches. Whether I call it money match because it has been one money match in Uganda when Aden toured the country, defeating Ibra in a race to 21 by 21 frames to 16. He had a 7-3 win at the OIDC in Zambia in a comp that was played on double life basis in 2022. As he misses red, there was also victory for Ibra in the round of last 16 of the Grand Mchana Open in 2023, with Ibra winning by 9 frames to 4. Now Ibra has another chance of winning yet another frame to put him yet closer to what looks like a pending victory. And it will be a big consolation if it did come by for him, not just for himself, but also the Ugandan team, that, by the way, has not been performing, though it is no shade of a doubt the most publicized team on the continent. Yes, we are in South Africa. And yes, the mightiest players on the continent are definitely from South Africa. Not only are they damn good, they're also enjoying home advantage. Ultimate tables made in South Africa, a South African tournament. South Africa also having the biggest number of participants, having the biggest number of players, therefore in the closer stages to the money bracket, for me is not a surprise. He seems to want to go for the clearance, Ibra. But he knows that playing the yellow close to the black will be disturbing. He needs the black ball a little bit interlocked close to the yellow, such that in case he doesn't make a clearance, at least he will not be making it easy for Aden himself to make the clearance. Of the two players, Ibra is clearly playing like a guy possessed, fighting for his life. He's on one life in this tournament and wants to redeem himself. He wants to redeem himself so badly. A real confidence booster it will be if he got to defeat Aden here. And he would have announced himself as one of the guys ready to mean business, try to win a comp, an international one, which will be the first for him in a space of 2 years. Last international comp that he won was 2 years ago in 2023 at Mchana Pub and Grill in Nairobi, the Grand Mchana, in the same comp that provided him the last time that he defeated Aden. As for Aden, since then, he won the Billiards Cafe Double Life Comp in Lusaka 2024, as well as Queen Sports Club Double Elimination Comp in Bulawayo earlier this year in 2025. He has also won a series of South African comps in between. The last Double Life comp that Aden participated in, he won positions number 1 and 2 in Johannesburg, I think about 5 weeks ago. Ibra needs to perfect this rail drive, and it's off target, and he's losing the frame. Perhaps he became a little bit complacent. Maybe he ought to have known that you don't go for a shot so risky when your opponent is Aden. You better have a little bit of defense. And just like that, Aden is winning a second in a row. And there he does. It is Aden 3 and Ibra 5.
Come on, my brother. Come on, man. The one and only. The only. Come on, man. Come on, man. We give them hope, we take it. We give them hope, we take it.
You're asking Rashida and Rita.
No idea.
Make sure, Ibra, make sure. Let it be.
Now what?
The white, that one. So you're going to pick white and then you press the way you want it. Our boy, let's say no,
Rest is just a formality.
Hand on. Waliwo muwadde kati omutegudde
That's my money. Rings, I think. I can finish live comment section. My check. I can finish. Chapter 7. My
Come on in, man. Come on, the ghost man. Come on in.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
From 10 million. Now is the time for Champions League. There's no time to fuck around. It's time for champions. Put it deep and make them speak. Come on in.
Just in case you're only now joining the stream, as we welcome the Break and Finish Live Facebook audience, this is Aden Joseph down by 5 frames to 3 against Sejjemba Ibra in this race to 7 in the round of last 16 in the second life of the Ultimate Pool Championships African chapter here at Bunde Launch in Mbombela City, Mpumalanga province in South Africa. It is the closest Aden is getting to defeat in this competition. You may have to be reminded that Aden, led by 1 frame to 0, and then Ibra won 5 in a row. Since then, Aden has won 2 straight. One of them, an apple, second frame, a misuse of opportunity by Ibra, now granting Aden chance, perhaps to believe that with, 4 more wins, without Ibra winning 2 more out of 6, Aden will be a winner of yet another big match. He's having the problem of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellows. Not easy whatsoever to make a clearance, but if there is one player you would even dare to think can make a clearance of these yellows, especially on ultimate table, that player is Aden.
You are the only one.
Ibrahim Kayanja 5, Taufik 5. That one is now turning into a race to 2, while Jeremiah Naido has defeated Stana by 7 frames to 3. Now that is Aden playing ball off another. Now the purpose of this shot is to grant himself cue ball to play combination shot, play yellow into red, combine to the corner pocket, hopefully for him, play the cue ball into the dead yellow frozen against the red, and hopefully for him, open up the frame, try to win it. In his current visit of the table, this one is a very critical shot, also very clinical. Watch, observe. Aden, not really. It is a foul, but from his own perspective, it would work for him, I want to say. Because yes, it's a technical foul in which Ibra has not to lift the cue ball. It's just a loss of turn. Ibra can only play from the position of the cue ball as it is. He's taking all of the time. It must be thoughtful shooting. And it has been very good thoughtful shooting by Ibra. Now Aden will be knowing that perhaps Ibra could need one more chance to take the frame away. They would be dead of all five that are left on the table. The one that is near the center pocket on the right is also portable. Perhaps the corner pocket on the right, director of another red. It is a daring for Aden. He has 2 dead balls, maybe 2.5 dead balls. I will say there is no easily portable ball of all 3 yellows that are on the table. Ibrahim Kanja leads against Taufik by 6 frames to 5 in another Ugandan-South African affair.
You are the ghost, the one and only ghost. The ghost nation.
You are watching African Pool Plus. Aden may be going for center pockets on the right of 2 cushions. I think so. He has gone instead for a tactical foul. Now, Ultimate Pool always provides a way because players do know that after all, even when they foul, there is nothing like 2 shots on the table. And Aden has played so well to make it difficult, if not impossible, for Ibra to port. I want to think that critical play by Ibra will probably see him play the red closest to the bottom of the screen, perhaps simply tap it. If he can play white behind the yellow he's looking at and get to port the ball that is at the corner pocket top, I think he will be good to go. Yes, he does. Moves the keyboard towards the bottom end of the table. That is niceness from the Ugandan.
Let's go.
Too tight, too tense on the pool table from both of the players, tense from both sets of fans at the venue seated and standing around the tables, tense online in what is now the first match in this competition so far to have 2,600 people plus watching the same match combined on Facebook and YouTube as Ibra misses, and it could be a very consequential miss.
Now is the time for Champions League. You know the story.
He played too much spin on the cue ball without being clinical in the sense of potting. Aden has chance to win a 4th year He's still 2 frames down. He still needs to win 4 more. Ibra needs 2. If Aden wins, you think he's starting to make himself a nominal favorite, because he's so known for those big comebacks. And he wants to make this one another of those big comebacks he has been producing in the African pool over the years.
Over 20 years of experience.
He does know how to speak the language of the cue ball. Aden bouncing off, having the cue ball bounce off the cushion and then moving in the opposite direction. It is direct line between white, yellow, and corner pocket top, whereby if Aden pots, he will probably winning the frame. Big shot this one is. Big shot Aden, please, and pots.
The side chick is watching and squeezing. Put it deep and
Aden 4 and Ibra 5.
Come on, Indian Joseph. Now is the time for championship. If you're not a champion, you want an assistant. Now is the time for championship. You don't fuck around. We put it deep and make them see.
Watching this match is Caesar, who will be hoping that Ibra will be doing him proud. Caesar remains simply watching and following as Aden's #1 fan Pilani remains tormenting him with that word that Caesar doesn't like so much, calling Aden and Jerry people who have got a marriage because they play money match after another, and they call Caesar their side chick within that relationship. That is only fans banter, guys. Nothing serious.
Shift and hinter to control. Shift and hinter to control.
This frame looks bigly poised in favor of Ibra. There he gets to put a very critical ball, not just to split all of the yellows open, but also gets to close the table with some kind of certainty that he's winning a frame now, a very important frame. You don't let Aden equalize against you when you led against him by 4 frames. You just don't. In the meantime, dear viewers, another all-Ugandan South African affair has been won by South Africa's Taufik, the young boy. Teenager has defeated Ibrahim Kayanja in a decider by 7 frames to 6. Ibra, however, remains... It was Ibra's second life. That was a first life quarterfinal. So Ibra, the player who is playing, that's his namesake, has exited the competition entirely. And now look at how good that cue ball is. The only bad of the 3 yellows left on the table for Ibra is the one that he has got an accurate cue ball for. The one that is rightwards of the 3. He will need to put it maybe with a little bit of top spin. Move the cue ball just a little bit topwards. That's where it naturally moves after top spin. Thereby him starting with either of the 2 would be left yellows on the table. One of them seems uncertain, by the way, because it's right behind the red. It is the reason why Ibra is now positioning the cue ball in such a way. Oops. I thought he was going to play the center pocket yellow first. I did not imagine it is possible. I have to say I'm not so sure, at least from my streaming position, which is pretty much a viewing position. And it is a miss, not just a miss, but also a foul. The pressure of a ghost chasing Ibra is now starting to give way. For once, Ibra lost his pattern. The yellow that he played last shouldn't have been the ball that would have been played last, most especially if it was the would be dead of all the yellows that were left on the table. Normally, as a good pattern, it's supposed to be played not as the last ball. And he's about to learn that when you're having a player like Aden chasing you, every time you get an opportunity to win a frame, utilize it, or else he will.
Come on, J.K. Brothers. Come on, the son of Allison and Dean Joseph. Africa is watching you.
There he is. The ghost. Potting of the red he's looking at will be obvious. As soon as much as he doesn't get himself snookered, he'll be good to go. Of course, he will never get snookered from that kind of range, but cue ball is so close to red, perhaps just close enough. He will want to put red to the corner pocket close to the screen bottom, and the black to the corresponding corner pocket at the right, just like that. And ladies and gentlemen, after going 5 frames to 1 down, the South African equalizers. It is now Aden 5 and Ibra 5.
We give them hope, we take it back. We give them hope, we take it back. Aden Carl Joseph. Come on, DJ. Here we go, Aden. Here we go. One is down here. One is down. We make sure. Not see it here. Put it deep and make them sleep. Put them away.
He's now getting closer. 30 minutes ago, you would have been forced to think that Aden was more guaranteed than not to be losing one of his lives. Now, you are almost thinking that he's the big favorite now to win this match and maintain both of his lives into the quarterfinals, either side of the draw, maintaining for himself an opportunity to win the tournament with the possibility of taking positions 1 and 2. In the meantime, in the second quarterfinal, Sejjemba, the Zambian, has been defeated by Malvan Mokonza, who takes his first life to the semi-finals and will perhaps be the only non-South African player into the last 4 of one life and perhaps the last 8 of another. But for another life, he's not yet in the last 8. Be reminded, he still has a match to play. After this, we are likely to have one more stream before we have the men's team quarterfinals, and then call today's matches a day tomorrow. Friday, there shall be the team semi-finals, 2 matches that is. There shall be semi-finals and quarterfinals respectively in the first and second leg of the competition. And then on Saturday, we shall have just 3 matches. First, the grand final of the competition, and then the ladies team final between Namibia and Uganda. Lastly, it will be the men's team final.
Aden Joseph.
John Charles to control.
Aden is snookered at least partial. He has partial of 2 reds on the table. The one he's looking at, I'm not even certain he can see any of it, because cue ball is somewhat into the jaw of that center pocket, and yet the red is looking at by closing one of his eye off is also partially snookered. We may want to play it off another yellow, thereby creating a possibility of potting it. It is possible. There's the shot. He can really mean to fight for the game. He led by 1 frame to nil Aden. Since then, Ibra equalized. Since then, Aden has been trading. But for now, there's a likelihood that he'll be getting the second chance to take the lead in the match, which will see him need to win 1 more frame to take his second life to the quarterfinals, where his first life is as well. Aden has white to pot red to the pocket. But if he pots in a normal shot, cue ball will not be natural for him to play black. With the kind of cue ball he's having, Aden is in trouble. I want to think he may be tempted to play black, to the center pocket by bank. He goes for the normal roll, simply tapping the red. The side of the black he has will be fathoming. That will be good enough for him to put it to the corner pocket, top right of the screen. If he did, he will be leading again in the match. This is Aden now playing so far the most critical shot of the match. Highly likely to pot. And yes, he puts. Aden 6, Ibra 5.
Ibra, make sure. Make sure, Ibra.
The best in the business. So that we give them hope, we make them smile, we make them happy, we take it back. Come on in, take us home now. Now is the time for champions. Time for champions. Only you can understand what I'm saying. Come on in.
Yes. The plane is flying. Flying.
Now, if Ibra doesn't win this ongoing frame, that will be his last in the competition. If Aden wins this frame, Ibra's participation in this tournament will be reserved only to the team event where his country is into the quarterfinals. There has been a big break, which has been unfortunate by the killer because it has been dry. Of course, Aden is going for the reds. But wait, the yellows aren't that bad either. What is really not working for Ibra is sitting near Pila Mazambani. All the words that Pila Mazambani normally says, he's saying them in Ibra's ears, making it even worse when you have a guy like Aden tormenting you now, winning frame after frame after frame. The ghost is closing the table playing the reds, laughing at himself just a little. After knowing that maybe his cue ball hasn't been that perfect. He also has that red that's at the top end of the table to think of Aden. Ibra can only wait and hope and pray and expect that something wrong may go with Aden's attacking pattern. The only way Ibra can win this match is by winning a decider, but first must win this frame, and first Aden mustn't finish the table now.
Mr. TJL, the Joseph legacy, since 1997. Come on, Aden. Over 20 years of experience in this league. Come on, the boys. on, maybe. Take us home. Take us home. Take us home, maybe. Yes, Aden.
After thinking out so much, after taking all the time in this world, Aden has played a very effective shot, not just the pot of the red, but also how he bounced the cue ball off the cushion with big right spin on it, moving it to the top end of the table and avoiding snooker behind yellow. And he's on the verge, clearly on the verge. 4 reds on the table, 3 of them easily portable. One of them would be problem yellow. The one that is problem red, and the one that is in between those yellows, just round the center pocket. And as he nods his head, he's having that yellow ball in mind.
Too easy for the boys. The rest is a formality. Like Peter Jordan would say. Come on, man. Then sure.
Here is how good will the cue ball be. His intention is to have white to probably put the red to the center pocket on the right. White is good enough, just that so close to the cushion. Still portable though. The guy is fighting. He's playing like a player possessed. When he's so challenged, you normally get to see the best of him. He's not here to prove any kind of point. His legacy in African pool, Aden, is act in ink. He's here for the money. He seems to be playing with power. It won't be easy to pot if he plays with power. Another option is to play the red close to the cue ball first and play the cue ball off the cushion into the dead red. Going for a pot of the red that is in the middle of them 3 stands a chance of losing the cue ball for Aden. But if he's on target, he will be good to go. He's playing a big shot, which is so risky. Potting is not easy. White ball isn't easy either. Going for power, going for backspin with cue ball close to the cushion, and Aden misses.
Come on, Ibra. Let's fight. Short, Ibra.
That is a round of applause from the majority of the Ugandans. Just by the way, everybody else, apart from 2 other matches that are happening on other tables, everybody else is focused on this match, not just online, but also at the venue. He needs his pattern more than he has ever done. The chance he has given, I want to think that probably he didn't see it coming, and yet again Ibra lets go. He was a much better player, Ibra, in the first 30 minutes of the game. In the next 40, he has been a distant second best to Aden, performing error after error, sometimes playing the wrong shot, sometimes playing the right shot wrong. Aden will welcome these opportunities, just that for Ibra, cue ball isn't making it easy whatsoever for him to pot. You are watching the live stream of the Ultimate Pool Championship sponsored by the My Dear Brands, all the way from Cape Town in South Africa, presenting to you the best of African pool right here in Mpumalanga province, Mbombela district in South Africa. My test player from South Africa today, Aden Joseph, needing to win one more shot for him to complete a mighty comeback against Uganda's Ibra Sejjemba in one of what is most renowned matches of the competition so far, in which the Ugandan led by 5 frames to 1, and yet the South African has won the last 5, now on the verge of winning a 6th, which will be the 7th overall in a race to 7. The rest is a formality. Aden Joseph, the ghost, for the black, for the pot, for the win, for the kill, for the victory. He shoots and wins. It was a real fight, but the bigger player staged the bigger comeback and rose up on the big occasion. A deserved victory after dominating, most especially in the last 30 minutes of the match. Aden will be congratulated by Pira Mazambani and others of his fans and management team as they will be smiling away as they take the victory, perhaps from the Ugandan. There goes the match with the final score of Aden Joseph 5 from South Africa and Aden Joseph from South Africa 7 and Ibrahim Sejjemba from Uganda 5.